save. Yes, recording is started, and somebody is waiting. Okay, let in. Yes. Okay, so what we have completed, our Windows Server machine is ready, and VMware tools are also ready on it. So on this one, VMware tools are installed. So we just finish it. Let me see if we have a picture over there. No, we don't have picture for tools. So just finish it, and you must restart. Okay, so we restart the system. VMware machine is restarting. That has Windows Server 2016 data center. It's restarting, and now we will give the password. So now it has VMware tools also. The internet is also available. This is our dashboard for our server manager. And we see what we have to do more. Now we have to install Active Directory and DNS. Yes, we have to do that. Active Directory and DNS is installed from the Add Roles and Features function here in our dashboard. In our server manager, we have Add Roles and Features. So if we click on this one, this wizard will start, and we can click Next, and role-based or feature-based installation, yes. And this is the name of our server. We want to change the name of our server also. See, this is the name. Maybe we can change it right now first. Somewhere, I think so, I forgot to note, or I have noted on the PowerPoint slides. Sivash was waiting, so we just let him come in. Okay, I just cancel this process and then change the name first. How we change that? We just go to our local server and see this is the name. We click on this one, and anyway, we have to change the domain later, but computer description or the name change from here, we can give our own name. So give your own name, Muhammad, VM1, or whatever name you have, a unique name. Maybe I already have a VM1, so I write VM01. Muhammad VM01. Computer name, and the same thing I will give in the description. Right now we don't need to change this one. We click OK. Yeah, we will restart later by restart later. We will restart it later. Or maybe we can restart it right now. So change of the name takes effect before the Active Directory installation. Okay, we can restart. if now we'll see that new name is back here. Okay, so we go to our dashboard and then start again, add roles and features. Here we click next, role-based or feature-based installation next. And now this is a good name here. You guys will have your own name. And next, and here we want to add Active Directory domain services. So we click next. Let me see if I haven't selected it. Okay, here we have to select add feature. Yes. And then we click next. And we click next. It comes here. We also click next, restart destination server automatically if it needs to. Then it will start. Active Directory domain system server. Yeah, the installation progress is complete. Now we can close this one and see the next steps. Here we can see notifications, feature installation, configuration required, installation succeeded on the VM01. So add role and feature or promote this server to a domain controller. Actually, this is now next step. This one is done. So we click here and it starts Active Directory domain server configuration wizard. And here we have to add a new forest because we don't have yet. So root name, root domain name, we will give our own names. First name, MUFA, and domain name, we just say like domain dot local because this is local, and we click next. So in this one, yes, we are using Windows Server Forest function level 6, and this is important if we have in our network different versions, but we don't have, we have just one machine in this lab. Domain name system, yes, and global catalog, yes, and password, of course. Please give the same password, or if you change, just please note it somewhere. Because this is our first DNS server, so these warnings are coming that should be no problem. So we can here we have to give our system will give a NetBIOS domain name. So this will be our NetBIOS domain name. Good. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Less than 15, it's good. So next. Mic is working, recording is working, and participants, nobody is waiting, and in the chat window, no new question. Okay, so database folders, these are fine. We don't change any, we don't need to change any folders. So we can click next. And this is the summary that what's going to be installed. And then we can click next. I hope so this will not take a long time. There are some warnings. Good thing is see all this green arrow, green tick mark, all prerequisite check passed successfully. So we can install. These are warnings. That's fine. We don't. They will not bother us, and we can install it. Those warnings are still there. It's no problem because these are not errors. Mic is working, recorder is working, and participants, nobody is waiting. I just check time to time when we have little time from our processes, and chat window doesn't have any question. Okay, so this came back. System says you're about to sign out. Yeah, because it will restart the system and then it will promote to our system to DNS server. Applying the computer settings. The summary of the procedure was that today we want to create a scenario that into our local machines we have number of users, let's say 100 users, and then our organization is going to migrate to cloud-based system. So we have SharePoint, we have Azure, Active Directory, and Sites, and Teams. Sorry. There, our users want to log in with the same username and password. So we want to update, want to migrate, want to synchronize our local users to our SharePoint users, let's say. And for that, we are creating an environment where we have Windows Server 2016 and we have 100 users, and then we will synchronize those users with our SharePoint Online. And our server is promoted now to DNS server, and we will just restart it. Yeah, see, now there are two more entries, ADDS, Active Directory Domain Server, and DNS. So these two are here. So it means our server is promoted. So now here we don't have any warning also, any required tasks also. So we will take a picture of this page so we can see that we can show that we have installed Active Directory domain system. So, and we also check our PowerPoint. Hopefully here is a picture. So this procedure we were completing, we have completed these. See here, we don't have ADDS yet and DNS. So when we will complete this procedure, we will have the name change was here. Yes, that we had changed already. And this procedure was completed. So we don't need to take pictures, of course, in between, but at the end of the process, we will take a picture. See here, picture, Active Directory, domain server, domain name server, both are installed. See here, we just create a picture from our VMware machine and put it here. This is picture number 5 actually. So when we go to our VMware machine, we just take a picture and save it here. Especially we want to show we have ADDS and DNS. We must resize it to a nice size. And this is actually picture number 5 example. This is picture number 5. Okay, so we have completed up to here. Next task, what we are going to do, create 100 users with PowerShell script. Get the PowerShell script file and the user information files. I have copied and pasted the files from my local machine to my VMware machine. Not yet, but I will do shortly. The script file and the user information file. First of all, we will like to see this is picture actually. This is our VMware machine, server manager. And here in the downloads, we don't have these things. Or on the desktop, we also don't have. Or on the C drive, we also don't have. What I will do, I'm just going to create one folder here on the C drive. We can right click and click new folder and COMP3121. A folder here, so nicely our files will be organized here, and we can copy our files here. We can use Control-C, Control-V because we have installed already VMware tools. So we can copy and paste from our local machine to our VMware machine. And on our local machine, on our actually we have in our Blackboard system also. I have uploaded the files already. There in the chat. Probably there is a question about maybe the same thing. Was there any question? No, there is no question. Probably they wanted to, but they want to see it. I don't see any question. Maybe my mic is working. Yes, mic is working. Let me just ask the students if they can hear me. I think it's good. Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much for response. Mic is working. Thank you. Okay. So here we want to get two files. One is script file and one is the data file. And we have that on our Blackboard system. We can get that from there also. If we go to students can get from there and put onto VMware machine. I will get it from my local machine, local folder, and put it into my VMware machine. I will show you where I have uploaded into the Blackboard system. See files for creating 100 local user and synchronization with the cloud. If we click this one here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files. This is the script file, and I have created 4 versions of the same file actually, just for the test purposes. Sometimes 100 users are too many to create, and there is some mistake or error, and then everything is messed up. Then I created a 10 user version, and 5 users and 3 users. I will show you all of those. So first of all, we try with 3 users, and I have taken care of that. Then after that, if we run 5 users, system will check that these 3 users are already there, so it will not try to bother with these users. Just create the message that these 3 are already there in the system and create these remaining 2. And similarly, if we run after that 10, then it will skip the 5 and create next 5. And if after that we run 100, then it will skip the rest, whatever is there, and create rest 90. Or if we just run this one in the beginning, there's no problem. It will create 100 users. And if we after that run this one, there should be no problem. System will give the message that all these 3 users are already there, if they are there. So these are the different versions for this purpose. And I have those files in my computer local folder also. So then I can go to desktop. You guys can get files there from the Blackboard. And I have here in week 2, these all files are here with me. These are comma separated values files, and you can open them in text editor, or you can open them, those files in the Excel files. So first of all, we get those files, 4 files, and this is the PowerShell script. 5 files, Control C, and we go to the VMware machine, the folder that we have created on C drive, COMP3121, Control V, and 5 files are here. Okay. From my local machine, I'll show you, open these files and show you what is inside. See, if I double click on these 3 users, see here are only 3 users. Files are very similar, exactly the same, but just here are 3 records, and in the other there are 5, in the other there are 10, in the other there are 100 records, just for different purposes. If we just want to test run, then we can use with the 3 ones. Or when the final, we will run with 100 users if everything is going fine. Okay, so these users, for the user, there are many parameters, but these are the required ones. Of course, all not, the department is not the required one. Even sometimes without password, we can create a user, but these are the things that we want to create with these parameters. Remember that we have to log in our user 1, 2, 3 or any user And then their password is like this. See, pass, then a dollar sign, then word, 123, whatever is the number of the user. So we will give that number, that password, when we will be logging into the system with that user. Okay. So I close this file, and just to show you, I will show all the files. See, here are 5 records quickly, and here are 10 records, same thing quickly. And in this one, there are 100 records. If we go down, we can see there are 100 records. Why I have given numbers? If we just give the generic names, it's good, but then we cannot understand how many users are created. We cannot count 100 users one by one. Okay, so it's good. I think so. It's good that we give numbered names. So for our practice, uh, then we know how many users are created right now. Okay, so just close this file. Script file, we can also open the script file. Maybe many students can understand, many maybe cannot, but it's not very complicated. I can show you. If we right click and run with PowerShell, first of all, it will try to run it, or we want to edit it. We want to edit it with the PowerShell. Let's see what happens if we click it, edit screen. Yes, it's starting PowerShell ISE, and the file is open here. This I wanted to show you. I took a couple of scripts from the website and then added mine and subtracted some things, and then created this script that is good for our purposes. This function is just opening a file selection dialog. So that is good because we want to select our data file, which file we want to use for our script. So whichever file we will select, then the same file will be executed. If we select 3, then 3 users. If we select 100, then 100 users will be created. Here the file will be checked, and these things we don't need. And these messages will display on the screen here, wherever we are executing it. And these are the information that we gave there in the file: username, password, first name, last name, all these things. And the main command that we want to see, that is, no, this is a different one. This is checking get AD user, means Active Directory user. This is a command that gets the user with a username. So if that username that we want to create is already there, this if condition will decide and will say the user count, username already, this is a variable, okay, this will say the name of the user already exists, this message. Otherwise, it will try to creating the user, this name, and then with this message, it will start new AD user. This is the command, actually, commandlet that creates a new Active Directory user with these parameters. And you will see a loop that is for each user in AD user. AD user is containing the data from the file. So all lines in the file, the loop will run one by one for each line, each record, and create a user. First, it will check if the user is there, then if not, then it will create the user. So it's a simple, not so simple, but a good straightforward script. So if you guys can try to understand, you guys can open it and study this script also. I will just close it from here. This Windows PowerShell, I guess. I close this one. I close this one also. And that was my local machine. And now I'm showing you my VMware machine. That is this one. See here, I have all the 4 files. What we have to do to start creating the users, we have to run this script. We are on that machine. This is my VMware machine environment. Go to create lab users 03. This is third version. I just internally I like to create this version number. That doesn't matter. I have shown you the script and run with PowerShell or edit. That will be even better. If we go to edit and it will start to see the same window, and then we can expand the window and see beautiful environment of the PowerShell. Here all the commands are given, very helpful. Here we can see other related information also. I will show you one or two commands that we can use graphically also. It's a beautiful interface, PowerShell ISE. Here is our file that we want to run, and here the result will be shown. Okay, so we try first with the 3 users. Let's see. Here is the execute button. If we click here and then execute button, run script, or we can press F5. The script will be started. See, the script is asking import a CSV file. Which file we want to use, comma separated file. It was in my this folder, and then I want to, let's say, run with the 3 users only. Let's try if everything is going fine or no. So then we open, the file will be open and start executing. See what happens. Open. See, the nicely script said that this is the script, and it said creating user 1, creating user 2, creating user 3. These are their names, and script 3 is completed. So everything is going fine. Okay, so now we can test directly 100 users, or we can test then 5, then 10, then 100, or just to save time, I would like to try, okay, directly create 100 because 3 are created, so 100 should be created, should be no problem. We execute once again the same script. So everything is going fine with the students. If they are trying with their own environment in VMware, if you have any questions, you can write in the text window. But I'm just going to create 100 users now. I will start creating, executing. Why I'm not showing it here? Because it's gone into the background. So this file, this dialog box, it's asking me which file you want to use. Let's see, I'll use this time 100 users. Okay, so I open the script and see what happens. But if we quickly don't go back to that window, we will not be able to see the output. But it's okay, we can see the output later. But I just click open, then I click the icon for PowerShell and see if we are able to see. Open, and then we go to see. Yeah, users are creating. See, all users 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yes, and script number 3 is completed. All 100 users are created. Okay, so script is completed, all users are created. How we can see? We can close or minimize this window. We can minimize this window, and here in our VMware environment, how we can see the user created already. We can go to tools, and here we have Active Directory users and computers. We click on this one and we expand this window, and we see this is our server. See the name, yeah, Muhammad VM01, Muhammad domain.local. This is our machine, this is our domain, and we expand this entry, and we have users here. So we expand and we see the list of users is here. See, from 1 to 100, all users are already here. Why this is 1, 10, 100? Because I have not given in the beginning 0, 1, otherwise it will be in the, it would be better, it would have a sequence. But we can see all the users are there, 1, 2, 3, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, all 19. And maybe next time when if we need to use the, or you guys, when you guys use the data file, you can give 0, 1, 0, 2 like that, and then all this will be into the sequence. Sometimes Windows already takes care of these types of numbers, but it's not taking care here. It's okay. But the main thing is our 100 users are here. See, 99 was there and 100 is here. 1, 10, 100 because it's coming with this sequence 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth digit, fifth character. Okay, so we have seen that in our VMware, the users are here that we want to create it. I want to see if it's good to take a picture over here. So let's see up to where we have reached into our PowerPoint with task that we have started, um, we have downloaded, or we have copied the files, one script file and at least one data file, CSV file, or all four CSV files into our VMware environment. And into our VMware environment, we have a folder where we have copied the file, yes, and script was executed. And we have other commands also to see that which users we have. I have just noted those commands here that if we do not check with the graphical user interface, we can use this command into our PowerShell and we can get the list of the users also with the command. So let's try this command also. Control C, and into our VMware, here we have our PowerShell window. Here we can write the command, and this command I will explain to you. Get AD user means Active Directory user is a commandlet, and filter is status means everything. And the property that we want to select is account name. See, SM account name. Then we send into the pipe and select SM account name. So the list will be here. Let's try. Execute and see what happens. See, this is actually the list of those 100 users. And see, this one is sorted according to the expectation. See, this system is taking care of that. See, the administrator account, guest account, default account, this is another account, and then after that user 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it's sorted according to the numbers. Maybe it's giving into the sequence of creation or how it is sorting. The system internally takes care, but this is in the sequence. But this is the command that can list all the users in the system that I have given into the PowerPoint slides. So this command shows this. Here we will take a picture. We can take picture now. Both options we have, either we can take a picture here or we can take a picture into our graphical user interface here to show that we have all these users. Any number of users come into the picture is good. I take this picture. I just take the screenshot and then we can save it over there. See, we have all these users, and I will just duplicate this slide, take, and this is also picture number 6. It's a good idea to give the numbers to the pictures. Students, it's a good idea to give the numbers to the pictures. When you guys are making your assignment, when I check that, if the numbers are there, it's very easy to check the assignment. Some students don't bother to give numbers, and then I have to go back and forth and see that if all the pictures are there. Okay, so this is picture number 6. Users are created. Here also picture number 6, and this is an example. Users are created. I will copy the picture here. This is graphical, and before it was text-based result. So we can show here that users are created. So this will be our picture number 6. The users are created into the VMware. Maybe we can write users are created in local active directory. I write that on this page also. So this was our picture number 6. We have completed the users into our local Active Directory VMware machine we have. This is just showing you the sample of the picture. This is, by the way, a different file, probably. Yeah, it's a little different file. See, that was password as a dollar sign. If we want to see, we can see the details of our users also into our graphical user interface, but I'm not going in detail to see those pictures, those details. Oh, let's click there and show you one detail of the user. See, this is just the first name, last name, display name, and account username is also user1, or like this user1 at then our domain, Muhammad domain. Okay, all right. Okay. So whatever we will have in our CSV file, it will be created, whatever number of users, whatever number of records it will have, the script will take care. If some users are already there, it will skip those and create the next ones, whatever is not yet in the system. Okay, so that step is done. And now what we'll do, we can see users. Yeah, we have seen already. So like this picture. And if PowerShell script is not working, now the step is we will create 5 users manually. If the users are not created by any reason, then we can create users one by one also. We can do it with number of ways. As we are using, we are learning our administrators functions in this course. Not precisely we need this one, but it's really connected with our job descriptions, that we know how to use PowerShell, at least the basics, and how to create users with commands and with graphical user interface. So that this is a good chance to learn those. So we can run PowerShell with administrator rights, and then we can complete those commands. We have done already that in our VMware. Here we have our PowerShell window. So we can test the commands here. So run the following command after replacing your own name and date into this command. See, new local user, and the name is user1, and description is user created one. This is any description you can give. And no password. This user, we are not using any password, just testing those users. And of course, this one will not have any administrative rights because we are not mentioning. And this is just the date that we want to. Just a comments, it's just anything we can write here. So I just take this command and run it into the PowerShell and see what happens. If the user will be created, we will see an output like this. This is a picture. Yeah. So here, this is our VMware environment. I copy the command, and then I press enter with this one. New local user. Yeah, because this is our local user. This is our machine. But why it's working with local user into the domain? Because our same local machine is actually Active Directory domain server. So it's creating in the Active Directory. We will see if it's created in the Active Directory or it's not created. Let's see. The reply is already here from the system. User 01 is created. Remember, Before it was user 1. If it would be 1, it will not be created because it's already there. But this one is user 01. Okay, so now we want to see if this is in Active Directory or where it is done. Local server, tools, Active Directory users and computers. I believe this window was already opened. Opened once again. Oh, well, anyway, it's okay, no problem. And we go to users and see the list of the users. See, here is another user, user 01. So the user is created locally, but this local machine is Active Directory machine. So then it's going into the Active Directory. Okay, so this is one user that is created. We have other ways also to create. We will show you. I will show you. This was the command that we use to create a user. Here, of course, we can give more parameters also, or later we can change, modify this user with the help of graphical user interface. And in our next pages, I have shown these. See, this is a syntax for new local user, and we can see here the details also. Recording is going on, mic is working, no participants waiting, and chat window is fine. Okay, so I have told already this fact. And this one is graphical user interface. If we go to PowerShell and we go to PowerShell, I will show you. This is our VMware machine, and this is our PowerShell environment. And in this one, if we go to right side, here are all. So we can try to find our new local user. See this command, new local user. If we go to this window, of course not this window. Oh, sorry, we need to import also. Okay, so this was add user, new local user. We want to find new, if it is there, console. New, see, this is new local user. Click on this one. This is our required command that we want to run. And Windows PowerShell, especially this one, ISE, gives a special arrangement to us that we can create with password or with no password. Let's see, with no password. So name, we want to give user 02, no password. Account expires never, account never expires. Information, we just leave it. Description, user 02. Disabled, no, not disabled. Full name, let's say the same. And we can click on run, and then we see the user will be created. See, the result is here, the user 2 is created. If we go to our graphical user interface, we can see also the user is created. There are two windows, we close one. Oh, okay. So user 02, maybe we need a refresh. Okay, click here, then refresh. See, user 2 is here. Okay. So now we got two ways to create a new user into our Windows Server 2016. Other versions pretty much the same. Okay, we see what next we can do. we want to create 5 users. We already have seen this style of creating a user. Complete creating 5 users, give no password or note the information. Yeah, give no password or you use note somewhere the information, that password that you have given. And we can complete as we like our 5 users. Just in case we were not able to create before, then we can create 5 more users. How we do that? We can just fill the graphical user interface, or just copy this command with new parameters and create the user. This one, copy. I take the command over there, and we can then change it also, edit it also. Control V, and we go back and we can edit also. New local user name, I will give now 2, 1 and 2 we have 3, and rest of the thing is good. So let's click enter and see what happens. Yeah, 3 is created. We can press up arrow and get the same command, just we change it 4, and user number 4 will be created, and we click once again up arrow, the command comes back. We just create 5, and the user 05 is created. So we have 5 users. If anybody was not able to create with the script, we have 5 users. We can have 5 users like this. So these 5 users or 105 users will be transported, will be migrated, will be synchronized, we can say actually. Not transported means they will stay here. They will not be deleted from here. We don't want to delete them from here. But they will be copied, we can say in another word, but it will be synchronized or copied into the Active Directory that we have in our Office 365 subscription. So how we'll do that? Next step is to download the file and install it. So that we will do. A couple of more slides we have done. So now here, such download and install AAD, Active Directory, Azure Active Directory Connect. This is the actual name of this file. Anyway, this link is also here. So we can go to this link, and then we can download. We can open it with anything. Let's say open with Microsoft Edge, and we can download the file from there. I just want to show you guys, and I have the file already. So when we click download, yes, Windows download, it's coming here. The name of the file is Azure AD Connect, AAD Connect MSI. So it's not taking very long. See, will complete in 30 seconds almost. And you will be probably getting the same file also. It's very easily available from Microsoft, so I have not copied it into the Blackboard system. Now it's 7:56. File is almost completed anyway already. It will show here somewhere. We take a short break and we manage our recording file, so it's good. It's 54 minutes. I just stop here and I will mute the mic and stop sharing, take a break, 5-6 minutes. We'll come back in 5-6 minutes. Time will be almost 8, 0, 1, 2, or 3 minutes. So first of all, I stop recording.